Hi folks, Master Chef Pork Chop coming to you live from the kitchen. I've got some squashes cooking right now. They're, as you can see, they're little squash wheels. That's how I do. I cut my fresh squash into little wheels, and I put them in a pot and I cook them. I boil them down and till they're good and tender. And hold it better with my right hand, more right-handed. But you can see the little squash wheels are about a roughly a half-inch slices, I guess. Somewhere between a quarter and a half-inch slices. And I put them in the water and I slice them. I put them in water and I boil them till they get tender. And it takes a while, but they'll be done here in a little bit. And then I'll chop up an onion. I'm waiting on the Cornbread Diva to get back with my onion. And I'll drain these off. And then I'll mix all my other ingredients in. And I'll show you. I'll come back and shoot a little short video and show you the rest of the ingredients. But you can see the squash cooking. I didn't bring you in on the video of slicing the squash because that's kind of boring. Everybody knows how to cut squash wheels. But anyway, I've got them on the stove cooking, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alrighty. Thank you now, Master Chef Pork Chop, out. Alright folks, Master Chef Pork Chop back at you. Yeah, you can see my squash. I just pulled it out of the stewer pot. I have it in a colander and I'm letting it drain, because you want your squash to be pretty much dry. You don't want soggy squash in your casserole. That's why I'm letting it dry. I still want to keep it hot, so it'll still everything will still melt, because I add butter to it, and it's got to be hot enough to melt the butter. And then I got to put my eggs and my milk and my breadcrumbs. This has already got my onions in there. I chopped the onion up a while ago while it was boiling, and actually cooked the onion too, so the onion's already cooked with it. And I just took it out of the stewer pot a while ago, and now I got it draining. It'll drain for a little bit. I don't like I say, you don't want it squishy and don't want it mushy and wet. You want to drain it as much as you possibly can. Alrighty, I'll be back in a minute. I'll get everything ready to put together. Alright, Master Chef out. Alright folks, Master Chef Pork Chop back at you. And live, it ain't live, but it's, cause I can't go live no more. I'm in a Facebook jail. Yeah, that's right, I'm in a Facebook jail. I can do videos and post them though. Yeah. Alright folks, this is my squish that I got cooked with my onions and my squish, which is still good and hot. All I done was just drain the water off of it. Alrighty, I have a quarter cup, which is a half stick of butter, which goes in there. And I'll work it around in there in that squish. I like to call it squish myself, yeah. But that squish will melt that butter. Sometimes if you really want to, you can always just put it in there and stick it in a little thing in a little container and put it in the microwave and melt it and kind of clarify it and pour it over it. But I like to let the squish melt it there. Now it's hot enough to melt it. Butter ain't hard to melt. By the time we put everything together and get it cooked, it'll be well and good. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Alrighty. You see that butter's already melting. That squish is still good and hot. And if you don't know already, I hadn't announced what I'm making. This is a squash casserole. Especially for my sister that don't know how to make one. She said that she don't know how to make one, so there's probably some more people that know how to make one too. But anyway, this is gonna be one of my famous Master Chef Pork Chop squish casseroles that the Cornbread Diva absolutely loves. Don't you, Cornbread Diva?
It's a peach.
It's a peach. It's a peach casserole. No, It's a squish casserole there, folks. No doubt. It's a squish casserole. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna mix up I gotta have my breadcrumbs. I got one container of breadcrumbs right here that I'm gonna be using. I got two, but I got one brand new one. But this is one here that I've just have been using. So this requires about 2 good cups of breadcrumbs in the mix. A lot of people uses crackers, but I don't like crackers in mine. I like these panko breadcrumbs. They work great. Alrighty. Put that one over there. I got that one already open. And put another cup of my panko breadcrumbs in there. Alrighty. That's 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs. And could you come right over here, Diva, and hold this for me?
I certainly can.
Just shoot that for me there while I'm moving some of this stuff around. Alrighty, folks. We got 2 farm fresh. One from Nugget, one from Clarabelle. And how we know this, because we know our girls. Doo-doo. There goes one. He was a little boy. Diva laughs at me. Oh, let's see here. There goes another one. Oh, that was a big boy. That was a big boy. There's no doubt about it. It was a big boy. And we want to mix up our breadcrumbs with our egg. And our squish and our onions. And we get all that butter. See, all that butter, if you see that butter in there, it's already done melted in the bottom already. So that squish is always done. That's the good thing about it, is have it while it's good and hot. And you can just mix it up and mix it up and mix it up. Yes, that's right. We can mix it right up. Alrighty, and we're gonna put approximately half a cup of milk in it. Half a cup of regular milk. You're gonna mix her up and mix her up and mix her up.
How much squash did you put in there?
We put 8 medium-sized squishes in it. You chop the ends of it off and you cut it into wheels. I showed everybody the wheels a while ago. Mm-hmm. They're about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick wheels. And you stew it to where your squash comes just about all to pieces. You don't want to get it where it's like mush, but you want to make sure it gets done. Now, all right. Now we add the cheese to it. And I just add the cheese the way. I don't measure my cheese because I just like to put about a good handful probably in it. Maybe just a little more. Okay. That's about how much right there. I'd say it's probably 2 cups if you want to be measuring the cheese.
That's a pork chop handful.
That's a pork chop handful. That's right, folks.
Show me your hand.
That's a pork chop handful. You know, it ain't no little Mickey Mouse handful. But anyway, I would say it's about 2 cups. All right, then you go in there and you want to mix all this good stuff up here, just like that right there. You want to blend it all up good. Because you've got your onions, your squish, your cheese, your eggs, your butter.
Can you do that with a hand mixer?
Well, you could, but I had rather use a spoon
Gotcha.
because you don't want
Beat it.
to. You don't want to mush it up. You want it to be. See, you want it to still have body to it. See those squishes in there still? They still got body. You don't want it to be mush. Alrighty. And it's got, like I say, we got 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs in it. 2 good size, 2 medium eggs. We'll call them medium eggs. And then we got about 1.5 cups or so of milk. And then we got our casserole dish right here, which is about a 9.5 by 11. See, I'm pretty fast. And we got
That's that new cooking store.
We got our Pam sprayed Pyrex dish. And we're gonna transfer this over to the Pyrex. I'll roll it out in there. Look at that, folks. Ooh, that smells good already. Like Justin Wilson said, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. What you laughing about, Diva?
Just rolled around and showed your neck.
Yeah, well, don't do that. Folks don't want to see the pork chop's neck. That's a definite no-no. I'm going to report you to the Pork Chop Association for pork chop abuse. You want to just take and put it all in your casserole dish. Even though we have our cheese and our panko breadcrumbs in there, Master Chef likes cheese. So I'm just going to put a small little layer of cheese on top here. The Cornbread Diva's getting sleepy on me over here. We're supposed to watch a movie tonight, but I don't think we're going to make it.
We've been trying to watch that movie for 6 nights.
And see, that's just a small, minute covering of cheese. And then we go back to the panko breadcrumbs. And then we just take because you gotta have like a little crust on top of every casserole. And you want to just give you a good, modest coating of breadcrumbs. And when you put this in the oven and cook it, it's all gonna mesh together. Now, see there, folks? That's what it's gonna look like. Alrighty. Well, Master Chef's gonna get it put in the oven. Don't be doing that. Nobody wants to see this old pork chop. Hit. And if you see the camera dipping and diving, it's the Cornbread Diva. She's over here laughing her rear end off at me.
You take it back.
But anyway, this is what she looks like, folks. We're gonna slide her in the oven and cook this thing up for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alrighty. Thank you much. Hi, folks. Master Chef Pork Chop coming to you. Back from the kitchen again. I just got this squash casserole out of the oven. And as you can see, it looks fantastic. The panko breadcrumbs is browned on top of it, along with the cheese and it's looks wonderful. Looks yummy. And well, I'll send a couple of little still shots of the after when we get ready to spoon it up. You gotta let it cool down for just a little bit. It has been in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. And then I put it under broil for about 4.5 to 5 minutes to just braise the cheese and the breadcrumbs on the top. But anyway, that's what she looks like from the Master Chef Pork Chop. Thank you much. Like and subscribe. Check us out there on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, and you'll see us everywhere. Master Chef Pork Chop, along with the Cornbread Diva. I'll be out. Thank you and God bless.